Hey everybody, this is Seth from 62 Sales. Today we're going to talk more about roof coatings, and we've got an expert in the industry here with us today, Mr. Christian Roberts. Christian, thanks for being here. So Christian's company is Marlin Roof Coatings, and we've used a lot of roof coating products over the years, and there's some good products out there, but what we were searching for is a great product. And the first time I utilized Marlin Roof Coatings for one of our customers, I immediately called Christian the next day and I said, man, you know, the coverage on this product is phenomenal. And you know, I've learned more about roof coatings over the years, and you know, there's been this debate going on between acrylic versus silicone, and I think acrylic for years has kind of been the mainstay, the staple in the RV industry. You're starting to see more silicone, but I wanted you to speak to that a little bit, the difference between like acrylic coatings versus silicone coatings.
So today we're going to be restoring the roof with our silicone roof coating. So the great advantage with silicone is it's inorganic. It does not break down naturally. We can coat this roof today with a one coat application, and by the end of the day it will be cured and ready to hit the road.
So actually, so what you're saying is the silicone product dries faster than the acrylic product, correct?
That's right.
Do you typically suggest one coat, two coats? I mean, tell us more about the thickness and the number of coats we could expect.
Sure. So today we're going to be putting on a 30 mil application, and we can do that easily with one coat. This roof here does not have much of a pitch to it, so that's going to allow us to put it down in one coat without any fear of sagging.
Yeah, and one of the things about this roof that we noticed when we were doing the prep work, and I'll talk more about the prep work in a minute, but we noticed a lot of little cuts, and we're going to get some close-up of those cuts here in just a minute. But you know, these are things that really, unless you were up on a roof really inspecting it, you're not going to notice, and I don't think the customer even realized the extent of the potential for water penetration under the rubber roofing, and that's the number one cause when it comes to RV and camper related problems or deterioration over time. I mean, everything kind of starts at the top down. You get water intrusion on the roof, then you're dealing with delamination, you may be dealing with some rotting or discoloration of ceiling panels. So we're going to jump right in, we're going to get right at this. But speaking of prep though, we did actually prep this unit yesterday. During our prep, we thoroughly cleaned this roof. We wanted to remove any loose debris. We actually even go a step farther. We pull the AC units. We're going to pull some of these vent covers here in a minute because we need to make sure we get good coverage all the way up underneath all the accessories, and you'll see some flashing also that's going to go around some of these accessories. Tell us about the flashing.
Yeah, that's right. So we do offer an RV roof cleaner, a general cleaner for when you're prepping the roof during power washing, as well as we've got a silicone flashing grade that we're going to prep all these penetrations and seams with. So before we apply the top coat, that's what we'll do.
All right, well, let's get going. Here's an example of one of the cuts, but you know, as you can see, you have to get pretty close to these cuts. And actually this one has penetrated all the way through the rubber, and also back here where the rear corner trim meets the coach. I don't know if you can see that as well. There's, you can see a gap there where water intrusion could easily occur. So we're gonna seal all this up again today with Marlin Roof Coatings. All right, so we're on the front of the coach, and the first product we're going to apply is flashing, and the flashing would be applicable around really anything that penetrates the roof, correct?
That's right.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get it flashed out, and then we'll get the roof coating rolled on. Well, that's easy enough. So, I mean, honestly, to be quite honest, that's probably a lot easier than using a caulk gun. And I was a little I was questionable on using a chip brush versus caulk gun, but man, after seeing it done, it's a lot easier than what you would imagine.
Yeah.
All right, we're done with step one, which is the flashing. Actually, that's probably step two, because step one is preparation, making sure that you have a really good clean surface. We made sure that we cleaned this unit last night. It's a 40-foot Class A. But again, the first step today was going around and flashing all of the vents. Any penetration of the roof, we want to spread flashing. Now, I am accustomed to spreading flashing or applying flashing with caulk guns, and I was questioning, how I would like spreading with a brush. But I can tell you what, this Marlin roof flashing, it goes on really, really well with a brush. And here's what I like about a brush versus a caulk gun. When you lay down self-leveling lap seal with a caulk gun, you're really relying on the product itself to kind of ooze into those cracks and crevices in the old lap sealant or in the old rubber, to where when applying by a brush, you can actually force this into those cracks. So honestly, I think you get better, more consistent coverage.
That's right. Yeah, our flashing grade is a great product. It's easy to apply. It bridges gaps extremely well, and it pairs extremely well with coating with our top coat system.
So now that we're all flashed out, we're going to start rolling out our single coat rubber roofing, and this is a silicone product, so let's get started rolling this out. So here we are applying the coating, and what we're looking for, I was talking to Christian about the thickness of the coating. We're looking ultimately for what he would refer to as a 30 mil thickness, and it's more about pushing the product back and forth versus rolling it out. So you want to make sure that you have enough product down to where the roller isn't so much rolling, but just kind of pushing a pool of the product back and forth. Is that fair to say, Christian?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's great coverage, and it's very easy to apply. It's got a beautiful finished look to it. So when we get all rolled out here, we'll give you a look at the finished product. Hey everybody, it's day 2 here at 62 Sales. We're finishing up this 40-foot Class A roof coating job. Now on this product, we chose to go the silicone route versus acrylic. And there's been a debate for years, what should I use, silicone or acrylic? I gotta be honest with you, I was a little skeptical when we tried the silicone products, but the longevity far exceeds that of the acrylic. Now, what you have to be conscious of and careful of, if moving forward, if you do transition to silicone, moving forward, if you have to replace a roof vent, your typical products that would adhere to an acrylic, such as die-core self-leveling lap seal, is not going to adhere to a silicone-based product. So if you are sealing a new roof vent, you got to make sure that you use a silicone product. Now, we highly recommend Marlin roof coatings and products. The coverage is phenomenal. Folks, we've tried a lot of different roof coatings over the year. Die-core is probably one of the largest in the industry, but the first time I laid down this Marlin roof coating, I was blown away at the coverage. The coverage on this roof, this is a 1-coat pass, by the way, and we're approximately 30 mils thick. That's almost like having a brand new rubber roof. If you want a free estimate on either roof repairs, replacement, or coatings, and we do offer both silicone and acrylic-based products, give us a call here at 62 Sales. It's 812-720-3810, or visit us online at 62sales.com.